In this exercise, you will create a dashboard that shows the detection of a ball bouncing beside your phone, which is used as a sensor. To create a custom dashboard for this, navigate to System, select Dashboards. Click the Add Dashboard button and enter a name for your new dashboard. The dashboard can now be selected from the drop-down menu under the Dashboard heading. To create a widget that can show your data, go to Report and select Telemetry. You will now create a chart widget for your dashboard which displays bounces. Under Devices, select the phone SIM profile number connected to your phone. Under Properties, select Acceleration Total. Under Events, select the Bounce Detected event. Click the Refresh button. Click the Settings button to the right. Note that aggregation is enabled by default. Since you want to observe your data live, you should disable the aggregation. Click the Add Widget to Dashboard button and add the widget to the newly created dashboard. Open your dashboard. The widget now displays the values associated with the Acceleration Total property. However, no bounce detected events are registered along with instances of the property. A rule must be created which stipulates the conditions for this to happen. Navigate to System again and select Rule Engine. Examples of the rules needed for all the cases can be found here. Click New Rule to create a Detect Bounce rule. The action you want is for an event to be ingested. The event is bounce detected. The first condition for the event to be ingested is that the acceleration total property is greater than 0. This means that when the phone sensor detects a vibration, an event is ingested by our rule. To try and count every bounce only once, you should add spike detection as a condition. Add one more condition. Choose acceleration total as the property and ML spike detection as the operator. You now get bounce events on your chart widget marked with green dots. Now you should create a widget that counts the number of bounces. To do this, you need another property with a rule applied to it. Go to Report and select the Bounce Counter property instead of the Acceleration Total property. Click the Refresh button. Then use the drop-down menu to the right and choose the Value Type widget. Click the Add Widget to Dashboard button and go back to your dashboard. As you can see, the widget is now there, but is not working yet, so you go to Rule Engine. Create a new Count Bounce rule. This time, what you want is for the bounce counter integer to be incremented by 1 for every bounce detected. Select Change Property from the available actions. Select the bounce counter as the property to change. Then select Increment as the type of change. The condition for this action to take place is that the bounce detected event has occurred. Click Add Condition and choose Bounce Detected as the event and Occurred as the operator. You also want the counter to distinguish between bounces. So to do this, you add the conditions that the bounce timer property should be greater than 100 milliseconds. And less than 5,000 milliseconds. This will count bounces that are more than 0.1 seconds apart, but less than 5 seconds apart. Click Save when you are done adding those conditions. For the bounce timer to have effect, you have to add it as a timer action to the Detect Bounce rule. Choose the Detect Bounce rule and then click Add Action. Choose Timer and then Restart as the operator. Name the action Bounce Timer. Finally, to reset the counter every 5 seconds, we create a Reset Bounce Counter rule. Set the bounce counter property to change. The first condition for this is that the event bounce detected has occurred. The second condition for this is that the bounce timer property is greater than 5,000 milliseconds. Just follow the example on the screen if you can't remember each step. Now you have successfully created a dashboard that shows you the data from the acceleration sensors in your phone that can detect a ball bouncing on the table beside it, and you can see the number of bounces within the set time frames. Well done!